Hello you guys, this is Latias and Latias, and I am back with another theory video about a hell event. I know you're probably sick of all of this, but after thinking about it for this whole day here and there, and thinking about exactly what that leak of the postcard meant, I don't think I've actually found any confirmation that a postcard, that exact icon actually appears. If you hear that, that's just the chair, because the moving causes the chair to make that noise. Let's see. Alright. I'm sorry. Just want to make sure I clock in the amount of time limit that I have. So I was thinking about it, and I don't think I've actually seen this icon, that postcard icon, anywhere else. That specific icon. Alright. Now, that's actually important. I guess with all this information that I've, this and that and this and this and that, I should have thought about this a little longer and what that spoiler might actually have meant. So my theory is that, okay, so this is what I've come up with. My theory is, I still think we're gonna get a hell of it next. Now, how do I tie in that spoiler leak that we saw? Does it even evolve this at all? I don't think so. The postcard? See, I don't understand it, because like some people mention, and I have to agree, like I don't, that they must be test serving like ages later, because like I said, I don't know if those two images came from like that same thing. I'm not entirely sure, maybe. And that postcard only appeared with the first anniversary, so maybe they're testing a gazillion years later, although I'm not entirely sure, because one of the first images, it still said 10/11, that has a Nikki icon, and I think somebody in the comments below said it's an icon to bind your account, I guess. So like, does that appear as a guest player, if I understood it right? So I was thinking about this a little more, and how I was saying events have their own postcards. They do. However, what is very important to note is the postcards for the expensive hell events, they come through their own special map that I was talking about yesterday here. So this is the Japanese, this is an example, this is from Windflower Sun Moon, and if you notice the background, it's obviously in its own little event map, that I believe this part entirely is what the C server did not get, which is why I don't understand why they have asked it. So it's like, okay, so the spoiler, again, when was that test server, or what were they testing? I mean, do test servers test years ahead? Okay, obviously not years, but you know what I want to say. Like, because does that postcard only come first anniversary? Because that would be April. And then taking account that 10/11, the September, October 11th, it's like, I don't think I saw any other icon except the Nikki and maybe the countdown, I think, for the pack. So I'm thinking, sitting here, and like, okay. And take a look at this. What am I getting with? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you see these two little icons there. Oh, yeah, I think this is the Chinese server, and I think the video was dated last year. So, yeah, it looks like they can also run Mermaid Hell Event and Windflower Sun Moon at the same time if they actually want to. It's evident here. And they have another event there, and another event there. And I take this one, which is a lot better. So, I wonder, did the C server remove this section because, is that supposed to say May 2017? I think I read Windflower Sun Moon is an anniversary event, so did they perhaps take that away because it wasn't? See, because the C server's anniversary, I believe, falls on February, so just a few months before we started, and they obviously brought C server in August, so maybe they removed it. I don't know, that would still be a dumb reason, because it clearly shows that They don't care about anniversary and they'll bring it. So I don't know. And this is again from Windflower Sun Moon, the event map special one. And like I said, more events, yes. So a gazillion events. And the postcard right there. And obviously, as you can tell on the screen, the postcard wasn't there. And this is also for gods. The icon of the special event right here, or the special map. And this is their postcards. So, I don't know. So, see? Okay, hold on. Time out. I lost count. I need to figure out time limit again. Okay, got it. And this little section here, I still don't know how it ended up here, but I'll tell you what this section is. This is for lucky bags, and there is a lucky bag, but this must be anniversary though. So this is our, oh, you notice, little fuckers, Nikki, you notice how they had the Hell event there but the Koi E event at the same time? Hey, Nikki, damn you. So it's like, if we disregard the post about the postcard leak, could that mean a Hell event is still next? The only issue I have, okay, so I'm thinking, my question is, and I wish I actually knew the answer to this, do lucky bags only happen once a year? Because if it doesn't, the one thing that's holding me back from, because a couple people, even the video that I made yesterday, they exactly pointed out what is wrong with having a Hell event next. And the one thing that's holding me, if you disregard everything else that you think, or what I've said at the moment, right now, what's holding back from a Hell event happening is the cumulative recharge. Because this is something I didn't notice, I don't pay attention to it, that people pointed out to me that cumulative recharges have never happened together. So like event and then the next event, cumulative again. And usually when we get Hell events, we get cumulative recharges. So I'm wondering, can they still bring a lucky bag bypass that expensive recharge through a lucky bag if they're not? I don't think they're, but lucky bags, I think they're only once a year though, because if you look here, it's like 2 tags, and I know there's a third one, so it's like once a year. I don't know, guys. The one I mean, has anybody ever confirmed somewhere that there is a rule that Nikki cannot do 2 cumulative recharges in a row? And the reason why I'm asking is because I still think Nikki could break that. And the reason why I'm stating that is because Nikki, what really annoys me about our server, one of the things like really bad besides Dreamweaver, that's for some reason exclusive to our server, and I fucking hate that they do that, is the recharges. And what I mean by recharges is I think we are the only server that has brought back recharges a second time and not through the store. So it's like, why is our server doing shit like that for the first time? I thought it was not possible, but apparently Nikki likes to do that. So it makes me think, and not only that, but with the I do thing, the glitching in servers, it's like, I don't really trust Nikki at all. So it's like, what's to stop them from putting a cumulative recharge next, especially when they do that recharge a second time and then they don't even dare bring the outfits back for another 500 years. It just pushes it more, like, because they want to make more money. Of course, it's like, I really don't think any other server does this. It's like, why is our server falling victim to that bullshit, right? And it's like, it gets me thinking, could they possibly run another cumulative recharge next? I could see them doing that. I don't think there's a rule book that says it's not possible. It's just, I guess it's never been done before. But it's like, it doesn't make... See, my main issue, and this is what I still find incredibly suspicious, two reasons. One, this was actually a reason that I just came up with. Well, actually, no, I kind of had this feeling when the recharge announcements were, the prices were announced. I just didn't really say anything because I thought maybe I'm just thinking into it a bit too deep. And what I'm thinking about is the prices of the recharge. It was so cheap. It's like, why, after all these expensive recharges, and then we have the boutiques, and it's like it still is expensive because if you wanted everything, it would cost you what, 15 for the rabbit, and then 5 for magic pocket watch, and it's like, that's a lot. And then all of a sudden they bring us a really cheap, I don't even know when was the last time we actually had a good cheap recharge event, and I find that incredibly suspicious. I think they actually had that amount. I don't know, maybe I'm just fucking crazy and I'm over it, and I'm looking into this way too much or thinking about it too much. It's like, that's a really cheap recharge, guys. Like, really cheap, even for a cumulative recharge. Like, I was explaining back then when I was showing you, like, how we had that cumulative recharge for Kitsune and how that one was like such a bad price. Because it's like, okay, $30 for the other outfit, but five, it's like, and then all of a sudden, I don't know. I think they did it on purpose because they know that people would probably, obviously recharge easy for a cheap cumulative recharge. And oh, I just came up with another conspiracy theory, and they probably know that people would open up their saved, oh boy, conspiracy theory. And I think they purposely did it like this because I think people would easily open up their boxes that they are saving for cumulative recharges. And what's the perfect time to save a cumulative in your box for a hell? I don't know if I said that right. So you can use it and open it for a hell event, but then again, you do lose your double diamonds. But some people don't care about that, and some people don't have that kind of money to recharge, but still want the outfit. So I think, so like people are opening the cumulative recharge or VIP boxes, and like they just made more money again, and like we're back to zero pretty much. No boxes, cumulative, expensive. So that's another reason why I don't understand if no hell event comes, is due to the event that they brought. It's like, it is such a suspicious event. Usually we get extremely very heavy diamond and actually stamina event too, potentially. It happened with Snow Queen, and then Ghost Gathering came, because that event, Snow Queen, was not cheap. And this one too is stamina and 5,000 diamonds value to finish. It's like, you're trying to tell me this event is brought for no fucking reason? Ow, 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 ow. And you're telling me no hell event is gonna come because this event just came out of nowhere. I find it extremely suspicious. Like, no, it's like it would make no sense if they brought this event but no hell event came next. That makes no sense. It's like, what? Are they going to bring another super expensive event next? Because I'm telling you, if they do that, I don't think I'm participating. Like, fuck that shit. Because I'm like, okay, where's this hell event? I know it's near. It's just Nikki's kind of fucking with us right now. And no, that's what I feel like. It's like, I don't know, guys. If we eliminate that postcard thing, that means we can go back to saying Bloody Moon can still come next. Because somebody also made another topic saying, but these clues point more towards Bloody Moon. And I'm thinking, you're saying that makes so much sense with the accidental leaks of the backgrounds and all of this. And it's like, we can still get a hell event next if you think. I don't know if I wanted to say what I said properly, but it's like, it makes more sense if they brought this specific event, the yokai, on purpose and follow what the Japanese server did, bring a hell event next. It would make no sense if our server for some reason doesn't get one next. I don't understand. And the chapter 16 is like, why would it take 10 days to come to the server? And they even teased the lifetime suit. I thought lifetime suits get teased like weeks later, or maybe I'm just remembering. I don't know. What do you think of my new theory? And and all of that. I'm sorry, guys, but them bringing this event, if nothing comes out of it, then they just legitimately brought a really expensive event.